We are back with the chairman of the board from Pacific Sotheby's International Realty, Steve Games. Again, thank you so much for being here. You have been so inspirational.
Well, thank you.
And given us such great information about what it takes to be an entrepreneur. You're a hugely successful man, though, as an entrepreneur.
Well, thank you for that.
Can anyone aspire to the kind of success that you've enjoyed?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, yeah. I'm always surprised with how few people think they can, but I'm sure that many people, and they're proving it more every day. I still am absolutely convinced that there's no place in this world that the ability to become a success is as prevalent as it is here in the U.S. It's unbelievable, the opportunities today. I hear people all the time say, well, it's a tougher world, the kids are this, the kids are the best they've ever been, and they're going to create new things so far beyond our dreams that it's impossible to imagine, and they're going to do it as entrepreneurs.
And I like the way you think, because when you think that way, then the possibilities really are endless, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
So
yeah.
let's talk about your possibilities for the future. What are your plans?
Well, I'm going to stay in the real estate business. I think you clearly have to keep the main thing. And I'm particularly good with real estate people. And my job is not to sell real estate. My job is to build the best environment possible for the entrepreneurial real estate agent who can go any place they want to go. So I want to collect the best, keep the best, motivate the best, and inspire the best. And I'm doing that now with Pacific Sotheby's International Realty. And we're growing at leaps and bounds. We're growing far faster than I was ever able to build Prudential. And again, it's a similar formula. You know, if there's a great name in the world in high-end residential real estate, Sotheby's is certainly that name. It's again a franchise for me, so it gives me strength. And the Prudential is leaving the real estate market, and that name is going away. So I don't have to feel bad about competing with my past organization. So I'm in full speed ahead in terms of building what I think will be San Diego's finest residential real estate company in history. And I own the last one, so I ought to know how to do the new one and do a better model. Things have changed. There's so much more available to us based on the electronic transfer and the internet and the world itself that we're becoming smaller, and our opportunity to become a big company is becoming better.
What about the challenges that lie ahead? Certainly the economy is still not where it needs to be, and you've obviously gone through those bumps in the road with the economy in your business. How do you handle those kinds of things?
Well, I'm perhaps the most flag-waving American that you will ever meet. Under any conditions, this is the country in which you can be a superstar. Nothing has changed in that regard. The economy goes up, the economy goes down, and the world is subject to worrying a lot about it. We need to stop worrying about it and start realizing that the business that I'm in is selling somebody their home. And no matter whether it's a first home or whether it's an extreme home like this one that we're in today, dreams never stop, and nothing is better than owning a home. And a stock certificate, when it collapses, is worthless. And a home, when the market starts to decline, is still a home. So I'm in the dream business, and I'll continue to sell dreams through any economy.
With regard to aspiring entrepreneurs, if you could give us some advice, people who are saying, wow, I mean, what Steve Games has done seems so far away from what I think I can accomplish myself. Or, you know what, I want to be better than Steve Games. Whatever it is, what kind of advice would you give people?
Well, I think I sometimes give commencement speeches at universities and colleges, and I think the important thing is to get your ticket. You know, I got out of school and went to Vietnam very early, and people say, well, look at what a success you were. Or look at Steve Jobs, or look at Bill Gates, they dropped out of Harvard. And my initial statement to people who are working hard on their education is keep working on your education. I told my daughter the other day, when you're ready to drop out of Harvard, go ahead, but get there first. You know, so I think that my road would have been easier if I had been well educated. You have to get educated at some point anyway. So why not do it in a beautiful environment rather than at night reading books by yourself? So I think number one, get educated. I think number two, look at the world as if all of it matters to you. That everything that happens in a day, read all the news, hear the good side and the bad side of life. When you're done hearing the good side and the bad side of the day, figure out how to make your day better. Don't dwell on the bad and pay particular attention to the good things that happen. Because in my business, when I go to talk to people that want to buy something or sell something, they want to hear the good news. They don't want to hear the bad news. And if we concentrate on the good news, it'll always be there. I think perhaps the last thing that has been critical in my life is that I believe that someone made a statement somewhere that most people quit just before they become a success. And I believe that if you were to look at my life, and some of it enviably, if I had just not pushed that one more time, that little bit of energy, my success would have been limited and my opportunities would have been the same.
So never quit.
Never quit.
And finally, one last question. I know you're a generous man, you give back. Tell us about that, how important it is to give back, and what's your favorite charity?
Well, for a while my favorite charity was the Cross on the Hill, not because I'm particularly religious, but because it was a San Diego institution and I felt strongly that it should remain, that it was representative of the servicemen that had died for America and that it needed to be there. But I think we've contributed to all kinds of abuse issues, and both abuse of women and abuse of children, and I think that's probably what we need to do more than anything else.
Giving back is certainly very important, isn't it?
Very much
it's
so.
a very big thing for all of us to be aware of and to be a part of.
Yes.
Steve Games, Chairman of the Board of Pacific Sotheby's International Realty. Thank you for your time and your great insight.
I appreciate it.
Certainly appreciate it. And thank you for watching. If you'd like more information, check out our website. And thank you for watching Today's Entrepreneur.